how do you see the relationship between between humans and machine evolving?
Well, I mean, it's hard to predict the future, you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are so many different um, ways in which the response is taking shape right now. Like some of the responses are actually like some kind of distanciation. You know, for example, in the Netherlands now there's this new law in schools that they actually forbid kids to have their smartphones with them. You know, so they actually go back in time a little bit. You know, like so.
Mhm.
If you're a kid in the Netherlands now, you cannot even take your phone to school because so suddenly you have to talk with people again and stuff. So is there so there's no, it's not so clear to say where things are heading, like because they're heading in different directions at the same time. You know, at the same time, of course, like we also become more intimate with technology. Like you have people who have now like virtual girlfriends and all that stuff. You know, so I really don't have a very clear view on that because the only way that we can think about the future in a good way, I think, is in terms of scenarios. You know, like
Mhm.
I don't think there is one scenario that's completely likely. So that's the one thing that's going to happen. Like
Of course.
because as I said, like there's these different tendencies. You know, like people are so one scenario is, for example, that actually where you have big tech increasingly becoming political, people increasingly becoming aware of that, increasingly not dissatisfied with that also that they increasingly become dissatisfied with their dependence on these technologies, especially also with regards to the way they infringe upon, you know, our own possibilities and capabilities, and that you get an agonistic situation where people actually push back, you know, where you get a kind of a Luddite kind of response to technology, where people are increasingly um, well skeptical on the one hand, and also trying to distance themselves. But of course, it's not the only scenario. The other scenario is that everybody is where a different type of ideology wins out, um, or even that there's like separation of species almost. You know, like where you have like, you know, like people who disconnect, but the other ones that completely connect. You know, like the fear of missing out, and you have to jump on the bandwagon, and then people are completely committed to actually, you know, make their lives completely dependent on artificial intelligence, for example. It's really hard to say which one of those is going to actually happen. I don't know.